Carrie Droe, K-E-R-R-Y-G-E-R-O-T, PIO for the City of Long Beach. Please follow us on our social media. So for updates, for constant updates, please follow us on Twitter at Long Beach City, at SCE, at LBPD, and also the police department at Long Beach PD_CA. Okay, I'd like to introduce to you now the mayor for the City of Long Beach, Mayor Robert Garcia.
Thank you. At about 4:15 today, we had another outage here in Long Beach in the greater downtown area. The initial outage affected approximately 7,500 folks, customers. That got raised to about 30,000 at its height. As of maybe about 15-20 minutes ago, Edison started restoring power to a lot of the downtown network. From what we understand from Edison, and they'll comment here in a minute, there's about 1,000 customers right now. Obviously, there could be multiple folks that represent a customer, but about 1,000 customers right now in the downtown area, concentrated in this part of the northern downtown that still don't have power. And so SCE will give some details, but that's where the situation is at right now. Just 1,000 customers approximately without power. In addition, our full fire and police teams are out here patrolling the streets, making sure everything is in good shape. I ask everyone that if you have seniors that live in your building or next to you, or anyone with special needs, to please check in on them, make sure they're okay, make sure they have what they need, and certainly we're here to help, and the city crews are here to help. We don't know yet from Edison how long this is going to last, and so for those that are still affected without power, and so we're encouraging folks, if you don't have power currently, to be as prepared as possible, and if you need assistance, to let the city know. Call 911 if you need to, or certainly have neighbors hopefully help out. So with that, I'm going to introduce our fire department.
How you feel about this happening again?
I'm going to let some other folks here brief, and then we'll do some questions.
Hi, Rich Brent, Long Beach Fire Department Deputy Chief. At 16:45, we received a call for smoke coming from the vault. When we arrived, we had heavy smoke and fire coming out of the vault on 10th between Locust and Pine. As our firefighters were pulling our hose line, the vault actually exploded. They went ahead and extinguished the fire in a timely manner. Down the alley, another manhole blew as well, and they were able to extinguish that fire as well. Edison arrived in a timely manner, and we were able to secure the scene. Fortunately, nobody was injured during those times, so we're happy about that. We had a large amount of influx of calls after that with stuck elevators and everything like that. Our firefighters, police officers, our CERT teams, search and rescue, have been out making sure that people got out of their elevators. We have no reports of any injuries from the outage at this time. Like the mayor said, I think they go from 30,000 down to approximately 1,000 in a smaller area right now. What we're asking people is to remain diligent. Do not use unattended candles. Do not use candles. Please use your flashlights. Watch your trip and fall hazards. If you come upon traffic lights that are out, make sure that you use those as stop signs. Look both ways before you go through. We're hoping that the outage doesn't continue much longer, but Edison is working very hard on that particular area. So both police and fire are still out in force and will remain out in force until the situation is mitigated. If anybody has any medical issues or anything that they need, please don't hesitate to call 911, and we'll respond in a timely manner. That's all I have at this time. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Southern California Edison. They can brief you on some things, and then if I have further questions, I can come back. Thanks.
Good evening. My name is Paul Grigo, G-R-I-G-A-U-X, Vice President of all Transmission, Substations, and Operations Group in Southern California Edison. So the mayor pretty much gave you an update on where we stand and sort of the sequence of events in terms of numbers of customers impacted. And just to sort of recap a little bit, at approximately 4:15, we had one of our circuits that became de-energized. It's sort of a it's sort of an automatic response to a potential fault that was identified on the circuit itself. At that point, we began to dispatch some crews at this location. The fire department, as you heard, identified a fire at that same location around 4:45. We then, once we identified the location, we also identified another location with some smoke emanating from a vault or manhole, at which point we decided, for the sake of the safety of the public and the safety of the first responders and all crews, to isolate the network and effectively de-energize the service temporarily to up to 30,000 customers. So that occurred around 5:15 this afternoon. We completed our troubleshooting with the information that we had that was visible to us, the crews that we had on the ground. We were able to isolate sections of the network, if you will, at the 3 individual locations in this general vicinity. And we then proceeded to, once we completed that isolation, to actually test, what we call test, the entire network. And so far, it's holding. We successfully restored service to the large majority of our customers, down to approximately about 1,000 customers or so. We don't have an estimated restoration time for those remaining customers, but we're hopeful and we're working through the night to restore service to those customers as quickly as possible and as safely as possible.
Paul, can you talk in terms of people rather than customers? Because one customer could mean an entire building, right? So
It's a good question, and we don't have the specifics of actually how many residents are necessarily within a building. So I don't have the details of that information at this point.
I know last time we called it a unique event, and here we are again 2 weeks later. How does this compare to what happened 2 weeks ago? Is it a similar?
Yeah, it's another great question, and it's too early for us to be able to answer the question at this point.
Are you expecting this to happen again?
It's too early to tell. At this point, this was not an expected event, obviously, for the second time, so don't expect it to occur again, but it's too early to tell. Until we identify the cause of the issue, we can't address that.
Sir, last time the customers were offering $100 vouchers. Is there something that you're offering them this time?
We haven't discussed that at this point in time, but we'll certainly deal with that when time comes. Our focus right now is to make sure that we restore service to our customers as safely and as expeditiously as we can.
Is there anything you learned from the incident 2 weeks ago that may help with dealing with this situation?
Yeah, so I mean, we've learned a few things. I mean, we're still in the midst of our investigation, but certainly I think both the city and Southern California Edison corralled even faster than last time. Last time we had a significant, a quick response as well, but we corralled very quickly, and we were able to effectively isolate the section here of the failure and proceeded with testing the entire network, which is what we did last time. So I think the learnings may apply if this frankly continues, and if the condition worsens. At this point, we have no evidence of such. We think we've isolated the issue.
Are you bringing any generators again to senior centers or any other areas of special vulnerability?
Yeah, so we don't know yet the specifics of the customers that remain impacted, and so we will assess that with the city. This is what we'll do right after this press conference and make determinations at that point.
I understand the state has stepped in to take a look at things as well. Can you tell me how or if you're working with them and what their role will be if you feel like it's necessary?
I'm not sure if
Has the state, I understand the state stepped in to help out and investigate as well. Is that accurate?
As part of the first event you're referring to?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
One or the
I'm not
other.
quite sure. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're working closely with the city, and so that's our focus. But I'm not aware of the state involvement at this point.
At the peak of the problem, what was the boundary? What area was impacted?
I don't have a specific geography. I can tell you it was 30,000 customers. It was all of downtown Long Beach. It's a good question. I don't have the answer in terms of the perimeter. I can certainly follow up with you.
Is this concerning? Being that 2 weeks ago it seemed like an isolated thing, and here we are 2 weeks later, and it's similar to what happened.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, anytime we have customers impacted like this, it's of concern to us, and so we're not taking this lightly. I mean, our focus right now, obviously, is to make sure that we take care of the customers and our first responders and restore service quickly and safely. This is a concern to us, absolutely.
Are you going to be keeping a closer eye on this, on these vaults, now that this is the second time that it's happened? Or
Yeah, I mean, we have been, and again, we'll learn from this event and make sure that we take appropriate corrective action once we have answers.
Okay, thank you. Just to give you a quick update then, the City of Long Beach activated its Emergency Operations Center immediately upon the onset of this event. There are generators on the way for the senior centers, and all of the city's resources, including city management, are very involved in resolving this as quickly as possible, as potentially as quickly as possible with SCE. So all the resources are deployed, and we're taking care of our citizens. So thank you for giving you updates as soon as we get any further information.
Can we talk to the chief real quick just about the CERT program and what their role is right now?
Thank you. So like Kerry said, we've activated the EOC, and part of that is obviously we're doing assessments. Police, fire, our CERT team, our search and rescue team are doing assessments in the areas, going door to door to make sure that customers who are affected, that they have their needs met, whether they need generators or not, like we did last time. We're way ahead of the curve this time. We're going to continue to do that and make sure that those senior centers or anyone at risk is taken care of. So that's what they're out doing right now and knocking door to door. We have looked at the shelter that we activated last time. That is in the stages, preliminary stages of being reactivated at any time. If we need to shelter people, we do have a place for them to go. So our CERT team, search and rescue, police and fire are actively doing that as we speak.
Where is the shelter location?
It's going to be Cesar Chavez Park as well.
Can you talk about that second manhole that damaged the side of the building?
So again, the vault that's here on 10th, that line runs down the alley. So when the first one blew, the pressure ran down the alley and went ahead and the second manhole blew down there. It actually did a little bit of damage to the house down there. Fortunately, like I said before, nobody was there in that area, and nobody got hurt. So we're happy about that.
Chief, how many people have to be arrested for generators?
I don't have that full count, but I know early on we had over 20 calls for stuck elevators, and we deployed our resources, and we actually called in mutual aid from surrounding cities to help us take care of some of those situations. I don't have the full number though on how many elevator rescues we've had.
As far as the areas impacted, is it pretty much the same customers that were impacted last time?
I would say yes and no. I don't really want to speak to exactly what happened. I think though you have to give Edison credit. They really got ahead of this time. When the initial incident happened at 6:14, numerous customers were out, probably 1,000 or 2,000, and then the vault blew. So instead of having multiple issues from that, they went ahead and took the grid down, and that's what affected that larger area like we had last time. They went ahead and worked very hard in getting that secured and isolated to the original area right here at 10th. They did that and brought the power back up. So now now they're working on that concentrated area here on 10th, and hopefully they can get that up soon. So when you ask, was it the same? Yes and no. Initially it wasn't, but then it was. Now it isn't anymore. Does that make sense? That makes sense?
Thank you, Chief.
Okay, thank you. We will give you further updates. Please, again, follow us on our social media. LongBeach.gov is the website. Long Beach City, @Long Beach City is the Twitter handle.